We recently learned from Tom Holland himself that Spider-Man No Way Home almost didn't happen, and it could have been a completely different film that was being rewritten right as they started production, as multiple big actors that were needed to pull this off were not interested or holding out until they could be reassured that this thing would not flop and would do them justice. So, you both probably know who at least one of these actors is, but probably both. So this comes at us from a brand new interview with GQ, where Tom Holland was asked about Spider-Man No Way Home, about how much was going on with the film prior to all the leaks and everything, and how much he can talk about in regards to the process of making this film a reality, and bringing back so many actors across so many different film series generations, and of course the contracts. I've talked about this before. Just to get people to sign off on these characters that were involved with those original films that still have some say in it, it's just about as far of a nightmare in terms of Hollywood make it a reality as you would imagine it would be. So the fact that Kevin Feige and Marvel Studios were able to pull this off is nothing short of amazing, quite honestly. And Tom did reveal something very interesting. He says that when they came to the concept, he felt like it was impossible, and many times they thought it was impossible and that it wouldn't happen because they were banking on multiple actors that were figured into the script automatically agreeing on it because, hey, why wouldn't they want to do it? So they wrote them in. He reveals that's not the case. Up until just about the 11th hour, they were actually starting production and were already shooting elements of the film that some actors were actually still not signed on, and they fear that this thing could fall apart if they don't get them. But things ended up working out, and well, watch the final film, right? Now again, we don't know who he's referencing. Is it Willem Dafoe? Probably not. Molina? No, he was first. Electro? He was there. It's exactly who we think it is, who he's talking about, and it makes sense. Both of those actors, one in particular, was so screwed over by the entire industry and his time as Spider-Man that he literally wanted to back away from Hollywood and go do small projects where they wouldn't be able to control him and blame everything on him. Andrew Garfield was the ultimate, he got screwed over by the industry, especially for Spider-Man in a comic book role. You just gotta feel bad for the dude. Listen to him talk about Spider-Man. He almost hates that character because it's it changed him, right? He realized that character is just part of this industry and Sony was abusing it. And imagine wanting to come back to that with many of those same people. You're going to have a lot of doubts. Same with Tobey Maguire, where they're like, we're going to shoot Spider-Man 4, show up on set. They all show up and they're like, we shut you down, we're rebooting you. And they're like, what? Why? Yeah, you're no good no more. Oh, okay. Sure. So yeah, there was an uphill battle, but hey, Tom says they made it possible. And they're lucky because they didn't want to rewrite the film after they already started shooting it, which, man, can you imagine that one?